going green. Eco-friendly. Slow living. Buzzwords that you're probably hearing more and more of as Kiwis grow increasingly mindful of sustainability. But how do we get there? Welcome to My Dream Green Home. The show helping everyday Kiwis like you and me go greener.
I feel like we're ready, we just don't really know
where to start.
Each week, we'll be meeting with Kiwis from flatties
We tend to throw a lot of food away.
to families who all want to do their bit for the planet.
And that's what we want to do, because it's about sustainability.
Pretty heavy conscience. We need to make it livable for these little ones.
They'll come here to our beautiful HQ.
We just bought our first home.
What is your dream for it? Where our team of experts and I will give them a budget. We've allocated you 45K total,
It's gonna be amazing.
a plan,
Go bigger, utilise the whole space.
It's so cool to see it 3D and come to life.
and some inspiration.
This is actually food.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then, our homeowners will do some serious mahi
That'll do it.
to transform their green dreams into reality.
Holy moly.
Oh my goodness, what a transformation.
It feels like a slice of barley or something, doesn't it?
So they've used it in such a creative way, nothing was wasted. In living my dream.
And you might be inspired to live your green dreams too. Arriving at HQ are young eco-friendly parents, Chloe and Oscar. Vitiki mai raromai, how are you, Chloe and Oscar?
We're really good.
Really good, thank you.
Tell me a little bit about yourselves. You've got two young girls.
Yes, we've got two little girls. We live out in Massey with our two daughters.
Can we get you out of your sleeping bag?
Stella, who's 2.5,
It's okay to be shy.
and Sura, who's 5 months. Can you see? It's been
We've got our hands
busy.
full at the moment.
Yeah,
eh?
very busy.
I think handsful sounds like a bit of an understatement. Tell me more about what you hope for your family there.
For our daughters, bringing them up, we kind of wanted them to be more involved with growing their own food and seeing where it comes from in the process. We basically want to chuck in as many fruits and vegetables as we can. It'll be good for our pockets, but also the food that you can produce tastes so much better than what you sort of get in the stores these days. Becoming a parent really rocks your world and changes your viewpoint. We feel like we need to do the best we can to give them a healthy, clean, happy, comfortable upbringing.
Do you want Daddy to make a mermaid tail? They're like your heart on the outside of your body.
Daddy, help me.
Okay.
And I hope they stay home forever.
Oscar, you're a builder, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so at home, how many projects do you have on the go and how many are you planning on finishing? You can be real with me.
Yeah, basically the entire house.
It's a work in progress.
Projects everywhere.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's finished is... No, that's not finished either.
With the entire house a project, best head to the top of Chloe's list then, the bathroom.
This is the really squishy, squeezy bathroom.
Yeah. A shower, a sink, 2 buckets for the girls, and then a separate toilet. As you can feel, even just filming this, it's really tight.
You're bathing your little girls in a bucket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
And it's,
so-
it's a little bit bad for my back.
Speaking of putting your back into it, Oscar, what about outside?
When we first bought the house, I could see the potential of just how big it was, and I knew there was a lot of work because it was just weeds.
Lots of vines, lots of stuff just getting decomposed underneath.
I don't think he ever once went down there for like a few years until I'd cleared everything.
Because like you'd walk and then your foot would sink. It was for my well-being so that I didn't break an ankle.
Chloe and Oscar's dream is to turn their 800 square metre backyard into a more usable, self-sufficient space for their family. You've already had a few challenges with your garden. Can you tell me about that?
We were getting to a point where we'd got all the fences up, all the plants were in. Then the floods came.
When the fences fell down the first time, it was like, ouch. We propped them back up and then the second flood hit and they went down again. So yeah, it's been a knock to our confidence a little bit. We don't have our green thumbs just yet.
I'm sure the green thumb is coming. It's growing, it's getting there.
Yeah.
Budget. Our Green Team experts have allocated $45K total for your bathroom and outdoor area.
I'm feeling so...
Nervous?
No.
No.
No, I'm feeling so lucky.
So, who are the dream Green Team this week?
Having advice from experts, that's huge.
I know
That's
nothing,
for sure.
so I'm really keen to hear what the experts have to say, because we don't know much.
We don't know much.
Ready to guide Chloe and Oscar towards sustainable solutions for their bathroom is experienced project manager Jen Jones. She's got a flair for renovation and all things DIY.
Architraves, jams, sills, skirtings will all be in just a semi-gloss white. I love anything DIY renovation related, particularly passionate about sustainable design, and I really can't wait to get stuck into these projects.
And to help them tackle that expansive backyard, one half of the Two Raw Sisters is our food and lifestyle expert, Rosa.
I'm really passionate about helping people create those sustainable lifestyles.
It looks delicious. Got that in your face.
And I'm so excited to help Chloe and Oscar on this project around how they can do that themselves and incorporate their family into this garden that they can maintain and enjoy forever.
Last week, our experts headed to Massey to see just how bad things really are.
Oh yeah? Oh. Where's the rest of it? Yeah, I think that wall's got to go, eh?
Definitely.
The space could be much better utilised, and obviously it's two separate rooms.
It's just not cutting it for Chloe and Oscar's expanding family.
If we can get this wall out, if it's not load bearing, then we can probably get a bath in, which is going to be so much more practical. I'm a mum, and this space is just so
this a nightmare?
cramped. It's a nightmare, yeah. The other thing as well is toilet training. You need to be able to sit with them, and that's going to be quite a tight space for them as well. So actually, if we can take this wall out, it's going to be so much more open and functional. Bathrooms can be a bit of a can of worms. It is obviously a wet area, so removing that existing cubicle shower, removing that basin and vanity, what are we going to find in behind? Is the timber going to need to be replaced? Is it going to need to be treated? We don't know what state it's in. The skirting down here is actually coming away, so there's definitely going to be a lot of moisture.
Yeah.
I would say that's quite often the case with these liner showers. You take them out and you find quite a lot of rot. There are signs of it because of all the black mould around the base. Should we go see your space?
Let's do it. Wow.
Gosh, it's huge.
It is huge.
Wouldn't it be funny if one of us went pass about face down here?
Dropped on our bums. Wow, there is a lot going on here.
This raised garden bed already. Would you repurpose that, do you think?
I reckon we actually would, because it's actually above like this more sodden
This is a
ground.
little bit sodden, isn't it? Yeah. You kind of need to deal with that before you can deal with the plants, right? Otherwise they're going to drown.
And that's a great point. Even acknowledging what plants we're going to put in to suit the soil that we're working with right here.
If they were wanting to grow their own food down here, what are their options?
They could do garden beds. Obviously, they've got some sort of garden bed established here. They have the space for a food forest, so that's a potential. Obviously, food forest takes a little bit longer to establish. They've already got the banana tree, the sugarcane, the macadamia, lemons, mandarins, even I think some pomegranate up there for Joa. So keeping those trees there and working around them is definitely something that we would do.
I noticed when we came down off the deck that it looked like there was a raised garden bed over there as well. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that, and that's something that we can definitely start on. There's not a lot of work that will be involved in like getting that up and running. That's a quick win. Get this up and running at the same time, but at least they can enjoy something
in the meantime. Yeah, some early fruits of their labour.
Exactly.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
Come on in. First up, project manager Jen is talking bathrooms.
Reno Queen in the flesh, here she is.
She's created a bathroom design that's not only functional, but also embraces sustainability. What are your dreams for this Ruma Coco?
We want a family bathroom that is earthy and less clinical than what we've got at the moment. We've got lots of stark, bright white lino.
Sounds beautiful. What's wrong with it?
For a hospital patient. So yeah, something that we can enjoy for years to come.
Let's pull up the layout that you guys came up with.
Okay.
So talk me through it.
We wanted to put the bath in, so the vanity had to come to the other side. The toilet was fine where it was. That way we don't need to move any plumbing.
If we're looking at taking that wall out, as long as that wall's not load-bearing, we don't need a consent for that either. Bathrooms are notoriously compact spaces. So layout is really, really important. You've got to think about placement, you've got to think about circulation, but not just that, you've also got to think about sight lines through the door and the placement of the items in the bathroom and the way that the door swings. I did come up with a slightly different option for the floor plan, which I'll show you and I'll talk you through. So this is what I came up with.
What will Chloe and Oscar think of Jen's design? Okay, Chloe and Oscar, are you ready to see Jen's design and new layout for your bathroom?
I did come up with a slightly different option for the floor plan, which I'll show you and I'll talk you through. So in this layout, we reutilise the location of the existing toilet door. It does include swapping the toilet and the basin. I'm primarily thinking about sight lines. So when you walk down the hallway, what you don't necessarily want is to be walking down and then catch a glimpse of the toilet, especially if you've got young children who don't know how to shut a door. Or sometimes a husband who doesn't know how to shut a door.
It's amazing, I love it.
That's a very good use of the space. I think it's...
In this scenario, it does require us to close in that window that's above the toilet at the moment, but you've still got a bit of natural light coming in.
That's awesome. I love it. Just the aesthetic of it is everything that I wanted. It's really cool seeing the designs that the experts have drawn up for us.
The layout that they had given made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So I've got a few ideas for fixtures and finishes that I want to show you. This is Middle-earth tiles in Warkworth. For the floors, I was thinking maybe something a little bit more terracotta. And there's a
that's so much better than vinyl. That's really nice.
Basically just walking on that clay earth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nice and grounding. Sustainable renovations are not necessarily about reusing or upcycling. That's great if you can do that, but sometimes we do need to put new fixtures and finishes into a space, and so the key consideration when choosing those items is longevity. Are they going to stand the test of time? What you want is for it to last 10, 20, 25 years. It's all 100% organic. They are hand glazed in New Zealand, which I really love it because it's a little bit more of an organic look because they're not all totally the same. There are a couple of reasons why I love buying local. For one, a much lower carbon footprint. It's not coming from somewhere abroad. If it's been made locally, and especially with local materials, then the carbon footprint of that is going to be significantly lower than something that's been imported.
As of 2021, imports counted for half of New Zealand's total carbon emissions.
Should we look at some vanities?
Yeah.
The other pillar of sustainability is the social pillar, and that's all about supporting our local businesses, employing our local people, and supporting our local community. I'll show you one of my favourites, which I thought would be a great fit for you guys, and it's this one here. And the reason that I like this one is it's made from moisture-resistant fibreboard, and it's designed and manufactured in New Zealand. It's wall hung, feels a little bit more open and spacious. Obviously a floor-mounted vanity is going to provide more storage, but it also feels a little bit clunky, so finding that right balance.
Yeah,
It's great.
It's got a cool look.
It feels so exciting. This has been something that's been out of reach for us for so long, but now it's like there's a plan for it. It's becoming more real that that could be my bathroom.
I'm a little bit worried that the finished look might not be exactly what we're imagining. It's going to be such a big challenge.
Hello, how are you guys?
And Rosa has a cracker plan for your whopping 800 square metre backyard as well, Chloe.
So exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Big garden you guys have.
Oh, it's huge.
What are your dreams and goals around your garden?
Basically just utilising that space with more purpose.
We know that it's got so much more potential to serve us more.
I love the idea of the food forest. When that actually establishes, it's all very self-maintainable.
Yeah. We've definitely heard about food forests before, but never really understood the whole science behind it.
Just some fundamental principles around what a food forest, actually is. So you normally have like your zone 1. That's your garden that you utilise, that's your everyday garden use. I see you have a really nice outdoor area that has existing garden beds that we can utilise right up by your house that not only you guys can use, but your kids can go out. And then you've got your zone 2. So that's things like your fruit trees, which I know you guys are keen on, pumpkin, potatoes, things that take a little bit longer to grow and take up more space. And then you've got your zone 3. So you might want to look at adding chickens to your garden. If you love eggs, maybe, we can put a wee zone 3 in there if you're keen. Yeah? So a food forest is more wild. It actually really mimics nature, and over time it creates the canopies and the different layers that are involved in it. There's 7 layers involved. You don't have to have all of the layers, but the more layers we've got, the better it's going to actually help the ecosystem and help mimic nature as well. Really excited to show you guys a few of the ideas that I've got.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That looks amazing. It's stunning.
It looked quite pretty with like the paths going through
Yeah. I could imagine just the girls running around through it. And then the fire pit. I can imagine like toasting marshmallows with them. That is, wow, love it. Really, really stoked.
Does that motivate you to get in the garden now?
Motivates me to push them down the hill, yeah.
So we can look at doing our food forest here. And we can start establishing that and get that underway, and over time, as your food forest is established, it should be self-maintainable.
Amazing.
I think that sounds like an incredible plan.
A little bit anxious about how much time I've got to do these 2 projects. It is going to be a massive juggling act.
Chloe and Oscar have $45,000 to transform their backyard and bathroom into functional, sustainable spaces. They'll have to manage it with military precision to get everything done.
Where's my hammer?
I think the best way we're going to be able to actually choose the layout that we're going for is to rip that wall open and start sort of measuring things out and see what the space looks like,
Yeah. And how much, like?
I don't know, just don't hit me in the head.
Okay. Pumped to start the bathroom. It's been on the top of our list for so long. And 2 babies later, we're finally going to get a new one, so it's really exciting.
And stretching their money means doing as much work as they can themselves.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I can see what we're working with now. Stoked.
The big question is, are they going to proceed with their own layout or opt for Jen's suggestions?
Having the toilet moved to the other wall means that there's going to be plumbing on the outside that needs to be done, blocking that window. I'm not sure if I'm ready to give that up yet.
Does it aesthetically look right? Probably not. I don't
Where's
know.
the door here?
There.
At the moment, it's a little bit up in the air. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Chloe and Oscar have some big decisions to make. While I'm heading to meet Jen at a beautiful place that inspired her bathroom design.
Whoa. This is nice.
Nice.
Jen.
Do you feel zen just walking in here?
I do. I feel zen, I feel calm, and I feel at peace in this space.
Mission accomplished.
Where are we?
This is the beautiful Hana in Greyland, Auckland. As you can see, it's a bit of a sanctuary space, and I thought this was a perfect example of what could be created or drawn from for Chloe and Oscar's bathroom. Chloe and Oscar's bathroom and toilet space before was very cramped. It was the extreme opposite of zen. The treatment room that I'm going to show you is down here.
Please.
And so what we want to create in there is something that both is practical and functional for family life. You know, they really need a bath for their young children, but it's also a place for Chloe in particular to unwind at the end of a hard day of parenting.
Oh la la, bonjour spa.
You can feel the warmth, eh? And so it needs to be relaxing, and I think pulling in a lot of the natural elements that we see here is going to help to create that. The use of timber, there's some beautiful brass tapware, organic cotton towels, even just the use of colour. You know, it's a nice earthy muted colour in a vertical tile.
Yeah, the colour really makes a difference, doesn't it? You don't feel like you're in a stark white sterile environment.
Exactly, yeah. When it comes to renovating your home, a bathroom has so many elements that go into it. You know, you've got different fixtures and finishes, you've got tiles, maybe you've got plaster, you've got paint, you've got tapware, lighting. There are just a lot of things, and those things can compete with each other if they're not done well. From an operational point of view, there are a couple of things that you can do to make a bathroom renovation more sustainable. For one, low flow tapware. So that's going to reduce the amount of water that's actually flowing through your taps, which means that you're not using as much. And if you're not using as much, you're also not heating as much. And heating water actually makes up about 30% of your energy bill every month.
Will it be easy for Chloe and Oscar to do this bathroom reno in a sustainable way?
Bathrooms are really tricky when it comes to renovation because quite often it's a gut and start again situation. And so where sustainability comes in is being really thoughtful and considerate about what you put back into the space. In a bathroom, you're investing a lot of money. And so what you don't want to be doing is ripping that out and doing it again in 2 years or 5 years or even 10 years, to be honest. What material you choose for your tapware or your finishes is really important. That's something that gets used all of the time, so it really needs to be able to stand the test of time. You don't want it to have wear and tear after 5 minutes. Really exciting to see how it all actually comes together and whether it feels as beautiful and zen as this.
I hope it does. Even if it's 50% as zen as this, I think I'll walk in and just melt. And you know what will make me feel even more zen? Is if I jump in the sauna.
Well, actually, I've booked the sauna for myself, but I booked that bath for you.
Is that the ice bath?
Can neither confirm nor deny. All right. I'm just going to jump in this sauna. Just right here if you need me. Jen?
Back to the warmth at Chloe and Oscar's place, where previous flooding had knocked down their fence not once but twice.
It still looks horrible.
So Oscar's made a solid start on repairs. Nothing on the food forest front though, so Rosa's dropped by for support.
How are you going?
Yeah, we're good.
It's going to be hard work, obviously, digging up all these weeds.
Yeah.
Because you guys don't want to use sprays, which is awesome. So
Yeah.
put tarp over top.
To sort
to
of
kill
choke it out?
Yeah. And that's something you can get started on, and it's doing all the work for you. It's going to choke and kill the weeds itself.
All right.
And I think what we need to do now is just create a plan around what exactly you want the food forest to look like, what plants we're going to choose. So with the food forest, there are quite intense steps involved. So talking about the mulching of the pathways, what fruits they want to actually plant, and then what companion planting we're going to put around that to create that ideal food forest that can help mimic nature. The big thing is looking at in steps and stages, getting the basics down packed first and doing them well, and then that will help you guys further down the track, because obviously this is a long-term journey that we're on in order to be more sustainable and to live off, you know, the produce in your garden and have natives and to help boost the ecosystem and all those things.
It may be a long game outside in the garden, but inside, some slightly pressing issues.
Run into a bit of a hiccup. The mixer on the vanity is out of line. Our spout is dead level, but our mixer is a few degrees up. So that causes a bit of trouble because we've jibbed and waterproofed and also now tiled. I can just feel the budget going ding, 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 ding. So yeah, I just feel like I'm the captain of the sinking ship a little bit.
At Chloe and Oscar's bathroom reno, they've hit a glitch.
Our mixer is a few degrees up. So that causes a bit of trouble because we've jibbed and waterproofed and also now tiled.
A few hours later, Oscar has a plan, and he's chosen to do a vertical tile layout.
Unfortunately though, we couldn't just pull out one tile, we had to pull out everything. A little bit painful, eh baby? I mean, Oscar could be a tiler, I think. Looks pretty straight if you ask me. Good job, Oscar.
And it doesn't end there. He's brought in the big guns to tackle the enormous 800 square metre backyard. Oscar's on a mission to install a French drain in the garden. A French drain draws water down through the stones into a hollow pipe, allowing it to flow freely downhill, channeling it towards the drain for efficient water drainage.
So we have our working bee today, and the retaining's going up for the sandpit play area, and all the drainage coil is in.
The weather's not been on our side.
Having rain in the gardens, it's going to make all the soil that we're using turn to sort of slurry. You can't get a machine on it.
How are we feeling? Tired, eh? But it's going to be worth it. It looks so different, although there's a bit of a bloody mess in the middle there.
Pretty overwhelmed, really, with the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's been a lot.
Sounds to me like some much-needed retail therapy is due. So, what does one plant in a food forest, Rosa?
Obviously, with our food forest, we've got our different layers that we need to consider. We've got our climbing, so we've got our passion fruit, we've got our beans.
Yep.
Is there any particular green that you enjoy?
Like rocket,
spinach,
perfect. Coriander, mint.
Mint, perfect for that everyday garden.
Yep.
Beetroot.
Yes.
Silver beet.
I'm going to keep saying yes to all these vegetables.
What makes a food forest so sustainable is that over time, once it's established, it maintains itself. So there's no weeding that needs to be done, there's no maintenance. There might be some pruning that we need to do, and that's where we'll introduce like a chop and drop method, just to make sure that the paths are clear. But once it's established, they can sit back and reap the benefits from what they've just made.
What we're really wanting is something that we can plant and have fruit very quickly.
I've got a solution for that. The dwarf fruit trees, have you heard of those before?
No, can you tell me more?
So they're a miniature version of a peach tree, for example. They establish a lot quicker than your bigger trees.
Chloe and Oscar plan to spend an $8,000 chunk of their budget on plants and trees from Palmer's, a size investment now that will reap enormous rewards for years to come.
So here are our dwarf trees.
And they're the perfect height for Stella.
Exactly. So we've got our nectarine, and we've got some pears, apricots, apples. You've got such a huge backyard.
Yeah,
We've
you can pop them
definitely got
everywhere.
room for all of these.
For those of us still a bit puzzled about Rose's plans, She's walking me through an actual food forest in the heart of the Wairarapa.
G'day, Rosie.
Hey, Bree, how are you?
Good. Welcome.
We're at the Tanui Food Forest. We're about an hour east of Masterton. So I'm really excited, Ree, to show you around and we can see what inspiration we can then take for Chloe and Oscar for their own food forest in their backyard.
Awesome. I can't wait to take a look and a taste. Some tasty little treats in there.
Some tasty little treats. There's some broad beans I've seen.
What did you call me? How dare you? How dare you?
Right, come on, let's go. Chloe and Oscar want to live off the land, and a food forest is a great way to do that. It mimics nature, so there's less maintenance required. This is the Tanui Food Forest kitchen garden.
Oh, this is pretty.
How cool is this?
Are these grapevines?
Yeah, they are grapes.
Disclaimer alert, we're here out of season. The garden isn't in full bloom until the summer months, but there's still plenty to see.
Oh my God, look at the birds! Oh my gosh! Hey!
Wow.
So that's the great thing about a food forest, is helping the ecosystem. So not only are they producing plants for themselves to eat, but they're looking after the birds and the insects.
Everyone needs to eat.
The kitchen garden has your everyday things. So your leafy greens, we've got broccoli here, we've got zucchini, tomatoes.
Yum. Mint?
Mint, lots of mint. Yeah. Does it taste yum?
Tastes like a mojito. So what's the difference between something like this, a kitchen garden, versus a food forest?
So a kitchen garden can come across as a lot more contained. This is something that Chloe and Oscar would do in their side gardens. This would be ideal for that. And then they can let their food forest down the back flourish, where we can see nature do its own thing and is a little bit more wild and free, and things are popping up wherever they want to pop up.
So Chloe and Oscar have the business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, you've got it.
Wow. Is it party time?
It's time we check out that party in the back and finally see what all the fuss is about.
I'm going to be honest, I'm not seeing a lot of food.
You can actually eat things that you probably don't think you can eat.
Really?
Yeah, like this is actually food. It's an elderberry.
Is it?
Yeah. This is your hazelnut tree up here.
It's a hazelnut tree.
A hazelnut tree. Would you believe it? That's celery.
Hi.
This is exactly what I was looking for, the bones of the food forest.
You've taken me back to school.
For Chloe and Oscar, obviously, they haven't established their food forest as of yet, but this shows them the layers that are involved, and they don't have to have every single layer, but the more layers they have, the better it helps the ecosystem. So I think when you break it down like this, it feels really achievable.
Yes, and it's good to know, because looking around, I'm going to be honest, it looks like weeds and trees.
Yes.
I would have no idea that all of this is going on.
So a good point for that is there's no weeds. They're all wild plants, and every wild plant has a place in the ecosystem, and they come and they go as the seasons come and go as well. And that's how nature should be. This has been establishing itself over 20 years, so it takes time, as we can see, but it's worth it in the long run, and look at what they could create.
It certainly is inspiring. I think one day Chloe and Oscar could have their very own plant for a chalky hazelnut spread, plant for a blackcurrant juice.
Kids are going to love that.
The kids will love it, and even big kids love it too.
Yes.
It's been 4 weeks of hard slog for Chloe and Oscar.
All happening.
And with the help of family and friends,
We got Dad and Mum, and we've got our mate here.
it's finally starting to take shape.
We got the stuff for our food forest. Oscar's got his head in his hands. He's like, oh my God, what have we got ourselves into? But it's exciting. We have all our new tech water. This is a sink that we got that was a second because it has a few imperfections. What do you reckon?
Keen for a sneak peek, Jen has dropped by to check progress.
Hi, Tay. Look at all this space.
I know, look.
Tiles, plumbing, plastering. How's it going?
It's going good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A little bit of hesitation there. Any challenges?
Getting a bit tired. There's been a couple of little things.
A few hiccups along the way.
A couple of hiccups.
Wouldn't be a renovation without some hiccups. I can see your vanity's going to be over here, your toilet.
I think our worries with Jen's idea was the changes to the plumbing, because having the toilet moved to the other wall means that there's going to be plumbing on the outside that needs to be done. And then also blocking that window. I'm not sure if I'm ready to give that up yet.
Basically, it's as per what you planned, or have you changed anything?
The only change might have been the cavity slider, the actual cavities in that side.
Yeah.
Sort of made sense rather than coming into the bath area.
I can absolutely understand why they've gone with the layout that they have, with the direction of the cavity slider. That's actually ended up working in their favour because they've been able to centre it a little bit more on the room, which will make it feel a little bit more balanced. So what are you looking at now? You've obviously got some rock coat samples here.
Yeah, so this is the half tonner.
Yeah.
And it's the Velvetina finish is what we're going in this room, because that's the best coat
for a wet area.
The wet area,
Yeah.
The idea behind rock coat is that it's hydrated lime plaster. It's a natural product, so at the end of the day, when the building over time gets put back into the earth, it's a lot less toxic to the environment. It's also less toxic to us as we live in the house. A lot of them can actually absorb the humidity in the room, and then in the drier times it'll release it, so it keeps a healthy balance.
Yeah, when you get to the kind of this point, it's a tipping point.
Yeah.
And then as soon as those things start to go in, it's home stretch. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
I feel like it's just like an adrenaline rush where we just got so much to do that we've just been like, go, 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 go. We've got a little bit more push.
I have faith we'll make it.
In Massey, we're about to see how Chloe and Oscar have transformed their bathroom and their massive backyard into a sustainable paradise.
I'm nervous.
I'm excited and nervous.
We're almost there. Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to see how your renovation's gone. So, how's it been?
I think we went in a bit naive, thinking that we could get it all done quickly and that there wouldn't be any hiccups on the way. But yeah, we got to the end and we're really happy with the result.
I am so excited to see what Chloe and Oscar have done.
Let's go.
In particular for me, the garden, because nothing was done last time I was here. So I'm really keen to see what they've done in a short space of time.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
amazing.
God.
The once cramped bathroom and separate toilet have undergone a major makeover and is now one spacious area. The cherry on top, a new bath that the kids can enjoy.
This is actually even more than what I was anticipating.
It's out with the old vanity and in with a fresh new vanity from New Tech Bathroom Wear.
They've done a lot more than what I expected. They did keep the toilet in the same place, which actually wasn't the concept that I put forward in HQ, but it's worked out really, really well, and that would have been a massive cost saving to not move that.
And now it's one room.
Perfect for the family. They've done it so well, and considering it is such a small space, they've utilised it really well.
And that's a big bath.
Yeah, that is a big
as well.
bath.
That's a huge bath. It's also a sustainable bathroom as well. We've got a lot of natural materials. We've got the clay-based tiles that are glazed in New Zealand. We've got this mineral-based clay polished plaster on the wall from rock coat. Even looks like some recycled timber for that shelf in the corner. They've got a beautiful New Tech bath, mirror cabinet and vanity. And I understand actually that this basin was a factory seconds as well because it had a few chips. Bathrooms are probably one of the least sustainable rooms that you can actually renovate, simply because with water damage and things like that, you do have to do quite a lot of demolition, and it's really hard. You know, you can divert a little bit from landfill, but it's all about what you put back into the space. That's the biggest impact that you're going to have. It is a great example of a sustainable bathroom. I had recommended moving the toilet simply because of sightlines. You know, kids don't shut doors. Which, hey, when you're doing potty training, it's not a terrible thing. Not a terrible thing. There is not a surface untouched in here.
And hopefully the garden hasn't suffered as a result, right?
Yes.
I'm nervous.
Me too.
But we're in this together, ladies. So let's go have a look.
Lead the way.
Come this way. Come this way. Oh my gosh.
The sprawling 800 square metre and underutilised backyard has been transformed into a vibrant, low-maintenance, sustainable food forest.
Wow, isn't this amazing?
They have done so much hard work. It barely looks like the same garden,
I
right?
know, and the kids' area. If I was a kid, I would be so stoked with that.
I mean, I'm not a kid and I want to get in that sand pit, build a mud pie. It just looks so inviting and I can really feel their vision coming to life. Chloe and Oscar are relaxing by the fire pit. They've got the swings. The kids are enjoying themselves.
It's so family friendly. They've done that because the kids can be playing in the sand pit and then they can tend to the garden. Or sit back and enjoy a glass of wine by the fire.
And if it looks great now, just imagine what it's going to look like in a few years when all of these trees have grown up.
You can see they've really applied the food forest principles. So they've got their ground coverings, their medium-sized trees, and then their bigger fruit nut trees. So I think it's going to look absolutely amazing as the years go on.
Absolutely. There's layers to this fruit forest tiramisu. Are these tree trunks?
Yeah, they look like tree trunks. Smell the jasmine. That's one of my favourites. Eucalyptus. It just keeps going. Lemon tree.
Another grape.
Gosh, they're going to have a big fruit bowl in here.
I reckon. I mean, it's just not even the same garden, is it?
It's not.
It is not. I feel like I'm in a completely different space and it's so peaceful down here.
And was that a wee herb garden or a kitchen garden I spotted by the house?
Yes, that is their kitchen everyday garden. Because it is so close to the house, it's a great place for them to grow those everyday ingredients. Things like your herbs, your greens. I saw they had tomatoes up there.
Ooh. They've worked so hard. It's really paid off. Hey guys. Chloe and Oscar. I think that congratulations are in order.
I'll give you a hug.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we got there.
I think saying that you got there is an understatement. You didn't just get there, you smashed it.
Have you both enjoyed having a project to work on together?
Yeah, I think so.
Apart from like her cracking the whip a little bit.
Nothing quite tests a marriage like a renovation. So the fact that you are still quite amicable, I think is even better, like that gold star.
I'm really proud of Oscar. He's just knocked it out of the park, honestly. He's worked so hard, like he'll wake up at 5 o'clock and then he's going to work and then coming back from work and then working till like 11 p.m.
And do you feel like you've got a weight lifted off your shoulders now, Oscar?
Absolutely, yes. Just trying to look after my girls, you know?
Oh. Yeah. Are you going to cry?
Maybe.
I'm gonna cry.
So just get them like more hands-on with the garden and more understanding of where your food comes from and how hard it actually is to grow and how we sort of need to treat our environment.
I think that you should be incredibly proud of the example that you're setting for your children.
Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
I'm so glad we've done it. It's always been in the pipeline, it's just never been in like actuality. So now it's happened and we're here. It's like, what can we do next?
It's called relaxing.
Oh, yes.
You're allowed to do that sometimes.
We'll slowly go back into that.
We're actually having quite a few friends over
to come and check
tonight,
it out.
So.
Oh, cool. Well, it sounds like a great plan. Time for you to enjoy the fruits of your labour.
Stella and Sura, I don't think they even know how lucky they are to have parents like Chloe and Oscar.
Are you going to go sandpit?
Swing.
Swing? Oh.
Straight in. Number one motivation is just to give these girls better and do better for them, no matter how hard things get. As always with Stella and Sura.
Fast forward 3 months and their food forest is thriving, and Stella and Sura are loving having an outdoor space to play. Next time,
They've got so much potential.
first home buyers
We're not experts in the garden and we're not experts in DIY or house renovation.
with dreams of living sustainably
I would love a huge veggie garden that can feed the family.
to transform their new home.
That's a sure sign of a lot of moisture.
With so much space comes this daunting task of where do I start?
And their way of life.
This is what we propose.
Wow.